Hello and welcome back to the Vanderbilt Commodores Dynasty. Today we're going to be taking on Missouri, who is pretty similar to us on paper. We're both right around 500, and we're both trying to stay out of the bottom of the SEC East. Even the stats are pretty similar. Both got middle-of-the-road offenses, but some bottom-tier defenses. So I'm expecting some points to be scored today, and it's probably going to come down to which defense can get a stop or two. Missouri will start with the ball there. You see Tyler Beatty, their star player. He's having a pretty solid season, and he's coming off a big game last week. And he has a catch on their first play, a gain of 8 yards. Second and 2, a speed option left side. Bazelak keeping it. He's going to throw off a defender and throw off another. He is driven out of bounds finally at midfield. A gain of 18 for Connor Bazelak. Not really known for his running ability, but man, did he look good there. As Beatty takes a hands-off ahead for a gain of 14. And quickly, Missouri is into Vanderbilt territory. Tyler Beatty on second down, going down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing up third and long. Third and 10. Can the defense hold strong? Bazelak drifting left and going down. Sacked by Elijah McAllister. A loss of 8. A promising start to the drive, but Missouri is going to have to punt it. Vanderbilt will take over at their own 20. Mike Wright throwing it on first down, hitting Will Shepard for a gain of 5. Second and 5, Ramon Davis up the middle, picking up 5 yards himself. Third and inches. Ramon Davis a second straight carry, and he has the first down, a gain of 4 yards. Looks like they're trying to establish the ground game early. Right? Gonna take a shot down the field on this one, and Shepard can't reel it in. It was in his hands. Gonna really use that one. Second and 10. James Ziegler, the freshman. He's gonna pick up 4 yards. Bringing up third down. Third and 6. Pressure right up the middle. Wright spins out left. He's going to have to take off, and he has the first down. Scrambling for a gain of 10. Second and 6 from midfield. Right over the middle, caught by Body Jr. And he's across midfield with a gain of 13, putting Vanderbilt in Missouri territory. All day for Wright. Throwing left side, caught by Cam Johnson. And he takes this one into the red zone. A counter play to James Ziegler on the left side. And he is a gain of 10 yards. It's going to be goal to go for Vanderbilt. A good start to the day for the offense. First and goal, Ramon Davis on the right side. Spun on down with a gain of just 2. Second and goal. Mike Wright to the end zone, and Bresnahan dropped an easy touchdown. Got to make these catches. Third and goal. A blitz coming. Mike Wright to the end zone again. Caught by Cam Johnson. He wins the battle one-on-one, and Vanderbilt is out in front 7-0 here early. Missouri back on offense. We'll see if this time they can finish their drive as Beatty takes a handoff up the middle, picking up 16 yards, refusing to go down. Already 30 rushing yards for him. Bazelak keeping it on a speed option on the left side. Gain of 6 yards. Second and 4. Blitz coming all day for Bazelak, though. It gets picked up. He's going to take off on the left side. He's across midfield, scrambling for a gain of 13 yards. Running the ball a lot more than I thought he would, at least early in this one. A throw on the right side down the field to Dub. A gain of 16 on that play. Bazelak dancing around and going down in the backfield, sacked by Lorenzo Surgers. Second and 16. Beatty left side. He's going down the backfield. Loss of a yard on that play. Third and 17. Bazelak over the middle, cut by Cooper. He's going to be brought down short of the line to gain. It will be fourth down when we start the second quarter. They're going to send on the field goal unit and get some points on the board and make it 7-3 here early in the first half. Cam Johnson up the middle as Vanderbilt starts their next drive, a gain of 5 yards. Second and 5. A play action fake. Mike Wright extending, he's going to take off on the right side and is across midfield. A gain of 21 on that scramble. Using his legs, the best of his ability. Cam Johnson another carry, picking up 6 yards. They're trying to use the receiver any way they can, get the ball in his hands. A play action fake, and Schoenwald's wide open. Nobody near him inside the 10 and into the end zone as Vanderbilt extends their lead. Now up 14-3 in this first half. I mean, he was so wide open. Mike Wright just had to not screw it up, and he didn't. And Schoenwald takes it all the way. So Missouri, a couple of Terrible defensive plays, and they find themselves trailing as Beatty picks up 19 yards on this carry. Rush defense for Vanderbilt not looking good so far. Bazelak, he's actually going to be stopped in the backfield, so maybe I spoke too soon. 2nd and 12. Beatty right side, cutting back left. Now cutting back to the middle, and he's across midfield, weaving all over our defense. Looks like Vanderbilt over-pursued on this one and got burned by the cutback. 2nd and 11. A read option keeper for Bazelak. He gets a block and picks up 7 yards. 3rd and 4. Gonna try to throw for it. Plenty of time, taking a shot down the field. Caught by Cooper in the end zone. A 37-yard touchdown. It's 14-10 here. We have just a little under 5 minutes to go in this first half as Vanderbilt starts their drive with a read option keeper. Wright picks up 10 yards. 2nd and inches, a hands off to Ziegler. He picks up 3 yards and the first down. Looks like they're going to try a screen pass. Pierce on the left side, he picks up 5 yards. 2nd and 5. A hands off to Ramon Davis. He is met and stopped in the backfield, losing a yard, bringing up 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Wright's going to have to try to throw for it. Pressure on him. He has to take a check down, and that won't get the job done. So the Missouri defense gets a stop. And now the Tigers have a chance to take the lead with under 3 minutes left in this first half. Dove on a screen pass. He's going nowhere. 2nd and 10. They motion in Cooper. Give it to him on a sweep. He cuts upfield and has the first down with a gain of 11. A good cutback by him. Bazelak on a quarterback draw. He fumbles the ball. It's recovered by Anthony Orji, who also forced the fumble. But unfortunately, this would go to review. And Bazelak, he was down, so there was no fumble. Missouri now with just under 2 minutes left in the first half. Bazelak underneath to Dove, and he picks up 13 yards, but it's 3rd and inches. Plenty of time for Bazelak. A little dump-off pass right side to Parker Jr. He is weaving through the defense and across midfield with a gain of 21 yards. Vanderbilt defense, they're putting on a poor display of tackling. Now just 1:12 left. A quick throw right side to Parker Jr. again. He gets out of bounds, saving their timeouts. 2nd and 6. Bazelak over the middle to, you guessed it, Parker Jr. A 3rd straight catch, and he has a gain of 12 yards and a first down. They still have all their timeouts left. Bazelak underneath to Chisholm. Picks up 7 yards. Missouri will finally use their first timeout. 2nd and 3. Bazelak, plenty of time, taking a shot to the end zone. Caught by Chisholm. And like that, Missouri is now out in front, 17-14 in this first half. What does Vanderbilt want to do with not much time left in this first half? They're going to take a shot down the field. That's Cam Johnson across midfield with a gain of 32. Vanderbilt does use a timeout, stopping the clock with 39 seconds. Now just 36 seconds, right? Extending, he's going to take off inside the 30 and out of bounds with a gain of 14. Stopping the clock and saving those last 2 timeouts. Now 30 seconds left. Right, left side to Shepard, inside the 10 and out of bounds. Here are the 7. It's going to be goal to go for the Commodores. 1st and goal. Ramon Davis taking a hands off up the middle. And he has a gain of 2. Vanderbilt has to use another timeout. There's 15 seconds left. Right, looking around, going underneath to Body Jr. and he's hammered down short of the goal line. Vanderbilt uses their last timeout. 3rd and goal. Pressure on Wright, and he barely gets it off in time. It is incomplete. Bringing up 4th down. They're going to go for it here. They want the lead. They don't want the tie. A hands off to Betts Poley, and he stopped short of the goal line. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and it's a goal line stand for Missouri. 5 seconds left. Can Vanderbilt get a safety? Beatty bounces it outside. There's nobody in front of him. Instead of being a safety, this is going to be a 99-yard touchdown, isn't it? It's a foot race, and Beatty's going to win it. A huge momentum swing as Missouri extends their lead, now up 24-14. You've got to be kidding me. We could have been out in front or at least tied, and instead Missouri is now up 2 scores. What an absolute terrible ending to the first half for Vanderbilt. Now they got to try to climb out of the hole they just put themselves into. Missouri is also leading the battle of time of possession and the total yardage battle. We'll see if anything changes here in the second half. At least Vanderbilt does get to start it with the ball. Missouri's going to send a blitz, but Wright escapes. He has the first down, puts a move on a defender, and is up past the 40. He has a carry of 22 yards. A good start to the second half for the offense. Here's Davis on the left side. He can't quite get away from that defender. Gain of 3. Second and 7. Facing a blitz right over the middle, and Shepard just drops it. Gotta make that catch. Third and 7. Right, extending. Still looking down the field. Going for Chris Pearson. He hits him. He's across midfield with a gain of 20. Keeping the drive going. Second and 8. Cam Johnson, he's going to be hammered down in the backfield. Losing 3 yards. Third and 11. Plenty of time for Wright. He's going to throw it to Shepard, and he makes the catch this time. And has the first down, picking up 12 yards. They are nearing the red zone. Screen pass to Cam Johnson. And he has a gain of 8. Second and 2. James Ziegler taking a hands off, cutting it back right. Inside the 10, a gain of 7. It's going to be goal to go for the Commodores. First and goal. Another blitz from Missouri. Right to the end zone. Pierce can't hang on. It's incomplete. Second and goal. Right. Plenty of time again. Spinning out left. Looking down into the end zone, and he's going to throw it there. Nearly intercepted. It probably should have been. And it looks like Mike Wright has been injured on the play. So Ken Seals, the backup quarterback in the game here on third and goal. He's going to go to the end zone, caught by the 6th-year senior, Tyrell Alexander. And Vanderbilt has made it a one-score game. A great job by Ken Seals stepping onto the field and doing the best he possibly could on that play. Hopefully Mike Wright's all right. And he is, but it is a high-risk injury. So we're going to sub in Ken Seals until Wright is ready to get back on the field. That might end up being 0 plays here in NCAA, but who knows? Bazelak on a read option keeper has a gain of 3. Third and 5. Only a 2-man rush. Bazelak downfield through the hands of another Vanderbilt defender. We just can't buy a break on defense. I mean, our secondary is so bad at catching. This is just pathetic. So Missouri already into Vanderbilt territory. The hands off to Beatty up the middle, and he has some space. Picking up 13 yards. He has absolutely crushed our rush defense. Second and 6, Bazelak dancing around. Running ahead, he's somehow still on his feet, breaking tackles inside the 10 and finally down inside the 5. A 25-yard scramble. He should have lost yards and been sacked, but he just kept bouncing and pinballing his way down the field. And now it's going to be goal to go for Missouri. First and goal, hands off to the backup running back, and he's into the end zone. Michael Cox has made it a 2-score game again in this second half. We have a studio update, and it looks like Arkansas is undefeated no more. They lose 20-17 to Rutgers. KJ Jefferson must have got hurt in that one. Only attempted 4 passes. Next drive here for Vanderbilt. They try to answer back. Cam Johnson taking a hands off, only picking up 3 on the play. Third and 7. Right. Surveying. Now extending out right. Throwing right. Caught by Pierce. And he's knocked out of bounds near midfield. A gain of 21. Play action fake. Right. Booting out. Firing deep down the field. Caught by Cam Johnson. Inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a 51-yard touchdown for Vanderbilt. And they make it a one-score game again here in the third quarter. What a throw by Wright. After he was injured not that long ago, he comes back onto the field and delivers an absolute strike to Cam Johnson. See, the defense can get a stop. The hands off to Beatty, and he's stuffed down in the backfield, losing 2 on that one. Second and 12. Bazelak throwing underneath, caught by Cooper, and Orji makes back-to-back tackles, bringing up third and long. Third and 11. All day for Bazelak. He steps up, he gets drilled, and it's incomplete. It will be fourth down. They're going to have to punt it away. So the Vanderbilt defense gets a stop, and it's good starting field position for the offense. Here is Ziegler bouncing it outside and taking it across midfield. A gain of 12. We are nearing the end of the third quarter. Maybe time for one more play. Ziegler cutting back to the middle. A gain of 9 on this carry. We got a 3-point game here as we end the third. See what the fourth quarter has in store for us. Second and 1 for Vanderbilt. Right booting out. Still looking down the field. He's going to take a check down to Bresnahan. And he has the first down. Second and 8. Pressure on Wright. He's going to go right side to Pierce. He breaks a tackle inside the 10 and hammered down inside the 5. A gain of 27. It's goal to go for the Commodores. First and goal. Ziegler up the middle, and he falls into the end zone. And Vanderbilt is now out in front. 35-31 here in the fourth quarter. Good job by the offense in this second half as Beatty is up past the 40. And now across midfield, a 30-yard run for him. as he continues to dice our defense up. He is now over 200 yards on the day. 1st and 10 for Missouri. A read option. Bazelak's going to keep it, breaking a tackle, and he has a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. All day for Bazelak. He's going to try to take off, but he's going to be sacked. That is Nate Clifton, the sophomore, bringing him down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 4. Vanderbilt blitzes. Bazelak lobbing left side. Caught by Cooper. He has a gain of 21. A great throw by Bazelak, putting Missouri into the red zone. Play action fake. All day again for Connor Bazelak. He's going to throw it left side, and Downing is hammered on down, but he hangs on. 2nd and 2. Vanderbilt blitzes, and Bazelak has to throw this one away out of bounds. 3rd and 2. In motion in Cox, and they're going to give it to him on a sweep. And the backup running back is going to fall ahead for 1st down, making a goal to go for the Tigers. 1st and goal. Toss left side. Cox has a lead blocker, and he's into the end zone, and Missouri is back out in front. 38-35 here in the 4th quarter. See if this Vanderbilt offense has another answer in them. We are under 5 minutes to go in the 4th. Pressure on right. He somehow escapes, sets his feet and fires over the middle. Caught by Shepard. A magic act by Mike Wright. It's a gain of 27. 2nd and 10 after an incomplete pass. Wright spinning out left. And he's going to throw this one, falling away. Caught by Shepard. He's across midfield with a gain of 21. Some wild throws going on here by Mike Wright. Here is Cam Johnson on a carry. Spinning ahead and falling forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Wright going underneath. Caught by Abdur Rahman. He has the 1st down inside the 30 with a gain of 7. Hands off to Ziegler on the left side. There's nobody in front of him inside the 10, and he's into the end zone. And Vanderbilt is now out in front after a 29-yard touchdown run by James Ziegler. The freshman running back has his 2nd rushing touchdown on the day. 42-38 here in the 4th quarter with a little under 3 minutes to go in it. Here is Cooper on the left side. He has a gain of 12 yards and a 1st down. Now 2:29 left. A toss left side to Cox, and he's tripped up after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. Missouri taking their time on this drive. Here is Cox on a draw. A gain of 6, bringing up 3rd down. 3rd and 3, only a minute 44 now. It's a triple option. Bazelak keeping it. He's going to pitch it backwards. There's nobody there. Vanderbilt's going to dive on it, and they're going to take over with a minute 38 left here in the 4th. What in the world is Connor Bazelak thinking? He made the right read and even gets past this defender. He could have had a touchdown potentially. Instead, Vanderbilt now has a chance to run this one out. And Ziegler is going to get a carry here, picking up 5 yards. Missouri's going to have to use their timeouts. Use their 1st one there. Ziegler up the middle, a gain of 4. Another Tiger timeout. 3rd and 2. Ziegler up the middle, and he's ripped down a yard short of the line to gain. And Missouri uses their last timeout. Vanderbilt's going to go for it, though. They want to end the game right here. A toss left side to Ziegler. There's 3 defenders there, and he's going down in the backfield. Another turnover on downs for the Vanderbilt offense. And the Tigers, they still have life left. A minute 25, they need a touchdown. Bazelak going deep down the field, one-on-one, intercepted by Mahoney. And that should be the ball game as long as he doesn't fumble. He's putting moves on defenders. And he's going to go out of bounds, so that will be the ball game. Vanderbilt is going to win this one 42-38 over the Missouri Tigers. What a weird ending to this game. Looking back at the stats in this one, Tyler Beatty, he absolutely decimated our defense. 213 yards and a touchdown. I'm glad that he didn't see the ball much late in that 2nd half. We probably would have lost if he was still in the game there at running back. Ken Seals, obviously he delivered in his only opportunity. That was great to see. But it was also fantastic to see Mike Wright play like that. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 349 yards, a 71% completion percentage. I mean, you couldn't do really that much better. He also added 73 yards on the ground. I think we have found ourselves a new starting running back in James Ziegler. He has just proven to be a better player. What do you guys think? You think we should start James Ziegler? Because that's kind of what I'm leaning towards doing. Cam Johnson also added 120 yards and 2 touchdowns receiving. Didn't really have the impact on the ground, but he was great through the air. Gary Robinson has decided to commit to Vanderbilt. That is fantastic news. He is a guard, a 2-star prospect out of Georgia, has some really solid ratings for a 2-star, and he could be a starter and not too long for us. That is a big get because our offensive line really needs a lot of work, and it's a good start. But we are on to the bye week after that win over Missouri. It is time to take a look around, a little bit around at least, and see what things are looking like. At least in the SEC East, we are in the middle of the pack. Not too bad, not too great. Kind of where I expected us to be honest. At least we're not in last place. When it comes to the overall rankings, we are 64th, right behind Kansas, who is 4-0. Good for them, but we still have a long way to go before we're considered a good true contender, at least in college football. The Heisman race, yeah, there's actually a couple of guys on this list we're going to have to play. Sam Howell and Austin Jones of Stanford. They're both on our schedule, and I'm not looking forward to playing them after seeing what Tyler Beatty did against us. We advanced past the bye week, and we have some upgrades for our coordinators. That is great. We have also gotten another commit. That is Matthew Huggins. We'll take a look at him in a second. Let's do these upgrades first. We're going to boost the block shedding for the defense. I think we have to. After how bad the run defense was this last game against Missouri, we can start focusing on the coverage with our next couple of upgrades. For offensive coordinator Chauncey Henry, we're of course going to boost the carrying, and then we can start worrying about some of this other stuff with his next upgrade. Matthew Huggins, a free safety out of Missouri. He is a 3-star prospect. Does not have good zone. The man coverage is pretty solid. He's definitely somebody you're going to have to develop for a couple of seasons before he is a true starter, but I think he will be worth the wait when it is all said and done. An upgrade here for head coach Sonny Garland. After we did some more scouting and recruiting, we're going to add some more points here in the second half of the season now that we are actually in the second half of the season. We have a bunch to talk about here in recruiting. The two quarterbacks we have decided to go after, J.J. Boyd and Paul Lee, we have went ahead and scheduled visits with both of them. J.J. Boyd's visit is going to be this coming week against Georgia here in Week 8. Paul Lee, his will be the week after in Week 9 against North Carolina. Hopefully we can go ahead and get commits from both of them. Wide receiver Brian King is somebody we already had visit, but his race is heating up. We are close to getting him to commit, but Ohio State is making a late push for him. Hopefully that late push is too late. John Jones, the JUCO tight end we have been going after all season long, is really close to committing. We do have a visit this coming week against Georgia, and we have a pretty big lead, so hopefully John Jones just goes ahead and commits. Donald Wilson, a tackle we have not talked about. He's a big dude with some solid ratings across the board. We have a visit scheduled as well for Week 8, and nobody else really going for him, so we should end up with Donald Wilson, at least I hope. Gary Robinson is not the only guard we are targeting. We're also going after Curtis Rose, who has some solid ratings and has a visit scheduled for Week 8. He is 77% locked towards us. Hopefully we can get him in not too long. Center Calvin Spence. Now this is the one player I don't know if we're actually going to end up getting. You can see a lot of teams are going after him. If we can knock the visit out of the park here against Georgia, then maybe we get Calvin Spence. If we don't though, we're probably going to have to move on to our backup plan there. Defensive end Luke Burrell out of Texas does not have the best athleticism, but he's pretty good at rushing the passer with both power and finesse. He's also a pretty good run stopper. We have gained some ground here on North Texas. Hopefully we can get Luke Burrell to commit so we can start fixing the depth on our defense. Ty Bryant's another defensive end. He is out of Florida. Just like Luke Burrell, he also is not very athletic, but I think him and Burrell are both good development defensive ends that if we get, they're going to help fix the depth problems we have along our defensive line. Hunter Harvey Whitfield, the most important scouting process and recruiting process we have going on currently. You all know that we can only recruit players with academic prestige in their top 3, and certain positions have less options than others. Well, punter is one of those. If we do not get Harvey Whitfield to commit to us, we're going to be stuck with a walk-on. So the visit in Week 8 for Harvey Whitfield is probably the biggest one we have. And it's good to have a couple commits under our belt. Hopefully we can continue to add to this and make our recruiting class a good one. Next time we will be taking on Georgia, who is 4-2, but they are number 13 in the nation and are obviously a much better team than we are. Hopefully we can still somehow pull off an upset. That would be great. We are both coming off of wins over Missouri. They won 21-10, while we obviously had our exciting game. JT Daniels is their starting quarterback over Stetson Bennett. Kind of surprising, but not really. I mean, Daniels was a former 5-star prospect, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, Georgia, we all know what they're going to try to do. Be a great defensive team, and they're going to try to run the ball. I mean, this is the battle for 3rd place in the SEC East. It should be a good game. I want to thank you for watching this one, and I will see you next time.